you know, I thought to myself, I could die today. This could be it. I mean, this could be the end for TN Tactical. Imagine the irony, getting caught up in a school shooting. So guys, Jake with TN Tactical, coming in with a special video. Now this is a video that we typically don't do. It's not the same format of our regular gun reviews and stuff like that, or tactical science. This is a little bit more of a serious video that I wanted to bring to your attention. Today is May 3rd, and it's about 6:50 p.m. Roughly about 8 or 9 hours ago, I had the wonderful joy of actually being stuck in a lockdown drill at one of my local high schools. Now, without doxing myself totally, well, I'll go and tell you, they did ask me to film some video stuff for them there this morning of all mornings, and they did happen to get an alert of an active shooter on their school grounds. It wasn't me. I kind of part of me thought maybe they thought it was me, but you know. No, this was part of a mass hoax phone calls that went out to several different police departments in our area of Tennessee, all the way from Bristol, Tennessee, all the way through to Knoxville, Tennessee, that whole side, maybe beyond that. Several police departments got called saying that there was an active shooter at their local high schools. They alerted the high schools, who then every high school went locked down, and most districts went into a soft lockdown for the elementary and middle schools as well. A little bit of a tangent, but anyways, I just got done filming. It's about 10:04 a.m. this morning. I'm walking, I'm not too familiar with the school hallways and stuff and how they're laid out. So I realized I'm on the back side of the school, facing those doors. I was like, oh, let me walk through the hall and get to the front side, or what I thought was the front side, to go ahead and get back to where I was parked. I get like maybe halfway there, and then suddenly they announce on the intercom system, student, staff, this is a lockdown. I repeat, this is a lockdown. The kids did great. They immediately all went to different classrooms, closest classrooms they were at. It's weird, I think it was actually like in between classes too when it was occurring. It was really strange. A little bit windy out here. So there I am, tucked into the classroom with a random teacher and a bunch of 16 to 18-year-old kids. They cut out the lights, they closed the blinds. The kids are good about getting all the desks and chairs and stuff pushed up against the door. Teacher locked the door, of course. And all the kids kind of like tucked in behind a wall that's kind of furthest away from the door, where you could at least be seen and least likely get shot through. I'm in there, I'm like thinking, oh crap, you know, like what have I got myself into now? Two things I noticed. Number one, the kids kind of seem pretty chill, like it's no big deal. And that kind of bothered me, that they had become so desensitized to a potential active shooter that they just didn't seem to care. They were just on their phones. Some of them were concerned, but for the most part, they were just kind of whispering, just like hanging out, chilling. I asked the teacher, I immediately walked over to her. Awesome lady, by the way. Won't tell her name or anything like that, but she was spot on with everything she was doing. I said, what's our plan here? Like, let's say there's actually a person getting ready to come to the door and shoot up the room. What are we doing here? We've got windows back here. There's latches on there that we can unlock. We could potentially get out and escape. She said that, you know, that the plan is just to sit there and just wait for police and to keep quiet and hide behind that wall. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I was scared. I really thought like this could be it. Like I could die. This could be the end of TN Tactical, just like this. Imagine the irony of me getting killed in a school shooting, you know, with all the firearms and reviews and stuff we do. The biggest thing that got me was that I just couldn't help but think to myself, man, like I really wish I had a gun on me right now. Or I really wish this teacher had a gun or something. Sure, like one of the kids had like a baseball bat, and you know, a couple of them had like stuff that they were going to try to use as a weapon, that they were kind of like guarding the door, like they're going to do something. But I mean, guys, you know that there's no way if someone's shooting through that door, people are going to die. I just wish I had a chance to defend myself, or at least that the teachers had an opportunity to defend their class. You know, we all talk tactical, you know, armchair operator stuff, and we like to have fun on the channel. But to be in a real life actual situation, like where you could potentially lose your life, or at least get hurt, it's pretty scary. And it really made me rethink and reevaluate how I conduct myself and how I handle myself and what I need to do to be better in those kinds of situations. It also made me very disappointed in our state. I love Tennessee, but the state of Tennessee does not allow firearms on public school grounds. Most school districts have the same policy that correlates with that. No firearms are allowed. Of course, unless if you're police or something. So the minutes go by, and we're sitting there all waiting, most of us being quiet, some of the kids not being quiet. It was about 15 minutes from the start of the lockdown until we finally heard an announcement on the intercom that said that police were beginning to clear each room, that they had keys to open the doors to not be alarmed, and that please remain under lockdown until they get finished clearing the school. So I felt a little bit more relieved about that. But I'm telling you, man, like the first 15 minutes, like each minute feels like an hour. And at first, you know, you're extremely scared because you don't really know what's going on. There's no information. No one knows what's happening. It's kind of chaos a little bit, you know. And I was listening for gunshots. I was trying to listen for people screaming or some kind of commotion. At first, when other classrooms above and around us were pushing their own chairs and stuff, trying to like block doors, I was a little bit scared. It did sound like there was some kind of commotion. But then as the minutes went on, I kept thinking to myself, okay, we haven't heard anything yet. We haven't heard gunshots yet. We haven't heard people screaming yet. The more minutes that went by like that, the more I realized, okay, we might be okay. Maybe things are going to turn out okay. And there's not a problem. Police finally cleared. They took their time. They were very meticulous, which I'm thankful for. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything different. But the police were able to clear each room. They opened our door. They said, hey, we're good to go. But, you know, stay in the room for now. We'll announce when everything is clear. Which, by the way, I did see one of the SWAT guys there carrying an AR, kind of like posted up down the hallway, pointing the direction that they were heading to. And it's kind of disappointing that they used just a basic, regular, plain stock and iron sights, by the way. You know, not trying to be judgmental here, but let's be honest. I would have liked to have seen an EOTech or something, maybe like an LPVO, since those are now hot again. You know, they're still there. They're doing their job. They're helping us. But that was a lot more relieving than I was like, okay, they have cleared this part at least. Our hallway is getting cleared, so we're good to go. At that point, I was relieved, but we were under lockdown for about an hour and a half. We didn't get out of there until about 12:15, 12:20 p.m. So, quite the ordeal. And of course, it turned out that it was a hoax, and that all the high schools around their area, and all the way from Bristol again to Knoxville had these not really prank, they were serious calls. Like all the police stations got calls about a potential active shooter. Part of me thinks maybe it was a little bit of a conspiracy theory too, because of where we just did have that Nashville incident happen. Maybe this was more like a drill that the TBI set up, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation set up, in order to test all the police stations to see if they were ready for an active shooter threat. I don't know. I'm just thinking to myself, it was really weird to have one active shooter threat phoned in to one police station. That's one thing, but to have it phoned in all across the state of Tennessee to all the police stations, saying all the high schools are under attack in the same morning. I'm just thinking outside the box here. Maybe it was a drill for the police stations. Maybe the governor or the legislative body of Tennessee and Nashville said, hey, let's do a call to all the police stations saying there's an active shooter threat and see how they respond. I don't know, guys. I wish we could do better. I hate that the kids are desensitized to school shootings. I hate that the teachers are not allowed to carry firearms. I really do feel that if we were able to arm our educators, then we would not see such a prolific amount of school shootings like we currently do today. Because the one thing I kept thinking to myself the entire time was, man, I wish I had my gun on me. I wish I carried it on me. Then I would have had a lot more peace of mind. Guys, again, sorry that this is a little bit of a different video than we typically do on the channel. It's just something that happened, and I just wanted to get it off my chest and tell you all about it and what my perspective was on it. we'll get back to the more of the fun, entertaining reviews and stuff like we normally do. But if you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. We will see you next time.